So, you know that feeling? You're working like crazy, you're constantly uploading new products to your Etsy shop, but your sales chart is just all over the place. You get a huge spike one day and you're thinking, yes, I finally cracked it. And then for the next 3 days, it's total crickets. If you are tired of that feast or famine roller coaster, you are in exactly the right place. Because the fix has nothing to do with working harder, it's about working smarter. This quote from Etsy pro Alfie Nemeth just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The problem isn't your work ethic. It's not that your designs are bad. The real issue is the lack of a strategy. When your shop is basically a collection of random guesses, well, your sales are going to be a collection of random, unpredictable results. It's that simple. Okay, that is the big question. Or, in the case of one seller, Sharda, it was the $19,000 a month question. No joke. She went from making just $25 in sales to over $19,000 every single month. And she did it by throwing guesswork out the window. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact 3-pillar strategy she used to totally transform her shop. Think of this 3-pillar framework as your blueprint. This is the roadmap that takes you from that chaotic up and down sales chart to a steady, predictable climb. We're going to walk through each one of these pillars and give you a clear, actionable plan that you can literally start using today. First up, pillar number 1, we are going to become data detectives. The whole goal here is to learn how to spot the winning products that, I promise you, are probably already hiding in plain sight right inside your own shop stats. The big idea you need to grasp here is something called buyer intent signals. Think of these as little clues, little breadcrumbs that Etsy is giving you all the time. See, long before a product gets that official bestseller badge, your customers' actions are already screaming at you about what's working. You just have to know how to listen. And these right here, these are the 3 main signals you've got to watch like a hawk. First, organic visits. Is one of your listings getting found in search way more than all the others? That is a huge clue. Second, favorites. A favorite isn't just a casual like. It's someone literally bookmarking your product because they want to buy it. And finally, and this one's so important, don't ignore those early sales. If 90% of your listings have 0 sales but one has just 1 or 2, that's not a fluke. That's a powerful signal of a winning idea. This slide just lays it out so clearly. You've got 2 paths. On the left is the guessing method. You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping something sticks. And on the right, you have the data method. You spot those early signals we just talked about, and you start making smart, strategic decisions based on what customers are already telling you they want. Let's make this super concrete. Let's say your data shows your dragon clip art is getting a ton of favorites. Okay, the data-driven move is clear. You don't go make something about witches next. You double down on dragons. First, you make 10 more variations, different colors, different poses, different styles of dragons. Then you start to build out with complementary products, things like dragon digital patterns or dragon SVGs for crafters. You build an entire universe around your proven winner. Okay, let's unlock pillar number 2. This is all about using Etsy ads as a secret weapon for research. We're going to completely flip the script here because ads aren't just for sales, they are your own personal in-house market research department. And get this, you're probably thinking, this is going to cost a ton of money, right? Wrong. You can start getting this incredibly valuable data for just $1. $1 a day is all you need. We are talking about a super low-cost way to get direct feedback from real customers. This is where you find the real gold. When you run an ad, Etsy tells you the exact search terms people typed into the search bar right before they clicked on your product. So if you start seeing things like fierce dragon images or cute nursery dragon art, that is priceless. That is direct confirmation that people want this stuff, and it gives you the exact keywords you should be building your next 10 products around.
All right, on to our final pillar. And this is where the real magic happens. This is where we take all the data, all the research, and we tie it together to turn your shop from a random collection of items into a focused, powerful product ecosystem that your customers will absolutely fall in love with.
This right here is one of the biggest mindset shifts you can possibly make. So many people think scaling their shop means adding hundreds and hundreds of new, unrelated listings. But real, sustainable growth isn't about going wider, it's about going deeper. It's about taking that one proven concept, like our dragons, and building out a rich, amazing world all around it. And this is how you build that depth. It's with something Alfie calls a product ticketing system. You start with your low-ticket, easy entry point item.
the single dragon clip art set. Then, for the customer who wants a little more, you offer a mid-ticket option, like a mega bundle of all your dragon art. And for your absolute superfans, you create a high-ticket offer, like commercial access or even a whole shop pass. You're giving every single customer a way to buy from you at a price they're comfortable with.
You see, when you create this focused ecosystem, the whole game changes. Imagine a customer who loves dragons stumbles upon your shop. They don't just see one thing they like, they see 20 things that feel like they were made just for them. They start filling up their cart, and more importantly, they hit that follow shop button. And they come back again and again because you are now their go-to person for that one specific thing they love.
So let's bring this all together. When you combine these three pillars, decoding your data, using ads for research, and building an ecosystem, you're not just changing a few little things. You are creating a powerful flywheel that completely transforms your business from reactive guesswork to predictable, strategic growth.
And for those of you who are ready to really level up, here's the pro move. You start with low-risk digital products to find your winning niche without spending a lot of money. Once you have hard data that proves what people want to buy, then you start rolling out higher-margin physical products, like print-on-demand shirts or mugs using those designs. You've already validated the demand. This exact hybrid model, by the way, is what took Sharda to that incredible $19,000 a month level.
If you only remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. It's time to scale your shop based on data, not just vibes. You have the power to turn your Etsy shop from a game of chance into a predictable, profitable, data-driven business.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. The second this is over, I want you to go into your Etsy stats. Look for those buyer intent signals, that listing with way more visits, the one with all the favorites, that one with a single lonely sale. Go find your hidden winner. Because that little piece of data, that's not just a small win. It's the starting line for your entire journey to consistent, predictable sales.